Hello, everyone. This is Patrick Comics. I was about to say Comics and Collectibles. Still getting used to the new name of the channel. This is Patrick Hobbies and Habits. And what we have here is one of my newest arrivals. And I think the name of this model is, or the character is Hero Devil, something like that. Not familiar with him, but of course, you know he's going to get Carnageized and it's going to become Carnage anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But let's talk about the shipping and packing first. Then we'll talk about the model itself because I have a lot to say about this. All right, hold on. This came from. Let me see. This came from Nanocraft in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was well packaged, as you can see. There's the peanuts. And there was a lot of bubble wrap. It was packed very well, folks. Nice, sturdy box. Has a little "Don't Damage Me" sticker on it. Got a couple of bumps and bruises. Had a couple of bumps and bruises. And let me talk briefly about why it probably have those bumps and bruises on it. This thing came from North Carolina. I believe it went to South Carolina. Then it went to Atlanta. Then it went back to South or North Carolina. And before it came to me. And I'm in Augusta, folks. North and South Carolina are to the east of me. Atlanta is to the west of me. So I'm in the middle. This thing went from the Carolinas to Atlanta, back to Carolina, and then to me. Ask me if that makes sense. I'm not going to even get started on the postal service. They should all be without jobs right now. Anyway, so yeah, it finally got to me. And the seller, was this Etsy? No, I got this on eBay. And the seller communicated with me a lot. I asked him a question, he'd shoot back a message to me. And so that's always a good thing. I love folks who communicate with me. But I asked him several questions and he always responded and answered my questions. Now, let's talk about. You know what I want to do? I want to talk about all of these parts. You know what? Before I start talking about the parts and forget, let's talk about the model. This thing is tall, folks. I think hold on, let me get a yardstick. And I know you're probably wondering, why is he using a yardstick and not his tape measure? Well, I'm glad you asked. Folks, right now I'm working on my second life-size project. It's out in the garage, and that's where my tape measure is. This is I don't even know what I'm calling the project yet, but I'm using a mannequin, and I'll be turning that mannequin into Carnage. So if you're interested in life-size stuff, make sure you stay tuned, come back and check it out. I'm just doing some prep work on it now, but I'm trying not to get too deep into it before I finish some of these other smaller projects. So that's where my tape measure is. All right, let's talk about this height. It is, I guess, to the top of his horns, about 22 inches, as you can see right there. Yep, roughly 22. It doesn't look like it from this angle, but I don't know, maybe the camera's playing tricks on me. Anyway, it's roughly 22 inches tall. So this joker's pretty tall, folks. Now, let's talk about the parts. I just counted, and I think there's 28 parts, 28 pieces. Let me see. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 13, 14, 15. So that's 15 laying there. And the base consists of about 3, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Yep, it's 28 pieces to this bad boy, folks. So if you get this, folks, make sure you have a lot of glue and you're going to be doing a lot of gluing. I'm doing that already. I started on the base. I try to get all my stuff assembled before I actually start working on a project, so I don't lose anything or break anything. And I just can't afford to have a bunch of boxes accumulating, so I try to pre-assemble as much as I can before I get into it. Anyway, let's do a kind of a 360. Some parts are not glued, so I got to be careful. Don't want to knock anything off. This is a nice looking statue, folks. I mean, model. It's got some nice detail to it. And I won't talk much about this now, but the only issues I'm going to see with making this into carnage are the feet. The feet and the legs are kind of thick. Well, the feet are too big and the legs are kind of thick for carnage. I'm not sure if I want to shave some of this off or not, but I'll get into that when I get to this project. But anyway, I'm looking forward to this one. There's a lot of stuff, especially that base. It's going to be a lot of work right there, and I'm looking forward to doing that. All right, folks, that's it for this one. I don't know if I can get a good thumb shot from this because he has no arms, but let's see, maybe that might be a good shot right there. All right, folks, as always, I want to thank you for watching the video and thank you for your continued support of the channel. Bye.